What's up, guys? Today we're gonna talk about how we can use nginx reverse proxy to configure multiple host names. So suppose you have a server and you have 5 applications running on your server. Say you have a Java servlet JSP application running on your server on localhost 7000, port number 7000. Then you have a say a Django application that is running on localhost 7001, one Rails application that is running on your server 7000 on port number 7002, a PHP application on port 7003, and a Node.js application on your server on port localhost 7004. So you have 5 applications running on your server. Now you have purchased 5 domains for them so that your users can easily access these applications from internet, from web browser. So you have bought domains like a.com, b.com, c.com, like that you have purchased. So now we can use nginx. So even though your applications are internally running on your server on different ports, you can configure nginx on your server so they all can be accessed from the browser. So they can access a.com, b.com, and c.com, and nginx will take care on handling the request and giving the request back to the correct application on your server. So let's see how to do that. So I'm gonna delete this file which we created previously in 1 second. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna just delete this file, node app application that we previously created to demo on how to configure multiple application based on their request URL. So we're gonna edit this, and so let's open it. So either you can comment these lines or you can just delete it and create a new one. So what I'm gonna do here is, let's actually just delete this everything. So in this case, we're gonna create 3 new servers, and it will be a bit different, this configuration. So server, again, listen on 80, and now this time we are going to use server name property. Server name, so say I have a website mehtaabalam.net which I want to be able to be accessible to users, but internally I'm running this application on the server on a different port. So I can use location. 1 second. Okay, we have to go back and just I have to put insert this, and actually just gonna delete this. So anything that comes on root location for this hostname mehtaabalam.net, I want to pass that to proxy. I want to pass that to 1 second. Okay, just X and insert proxy pass, and I want to pass that to http 127.0.0.1 and application that is running on 3000. So in our case, it's a hello application that is running on 3000. So if anybody comes for mehtaabalam.net, they will get this application, hello application. So that's it, and we close the location and close the server. So let's create, check it with first server, then we will create many server for other applications. So just save this, WQ. Now before loading, so we have to make one change because we are running on a local machine. We are not actually having that domain name and the server. So what to be able to handle that request, our DNS should resolve on this local machine. It should not go to the internet because our nginx is running on this machine. So to do that, we can do one trick, which is to change the etc host file. So let's open that, sudo vi and etc host file. Yeah, and here we have to make some entries. So if I type mehtaabalam.net in the browser, it should come, it should resolve to my system, local system, not to any DNS server on internet, like that. So I'm gonna just say mehtaabalam.net, that's it, and I'm gonna just save it, WQ, and then we gonna reload our nginx and it should work. So let's reload our nginx, and there was no error. Okay, and now it should give us, if I type mehtaabalam.net here, it should give me that application that I'm running locally on port 3000, that is hello app. So this is what, so I have configured a host name to resolve to an application using nginx. So let's do some more applications. So let's open our configuration file and let's create some more servers here. So I'm gonna go down and insert mode, server. I'm gonna again listen for 80, and this time the server name will be, say, kazan.travel, and location on the root, and proxy pass. So proxy, it should be redirected to actually transferred to this application which we are running on port 3001, which is Codify application. Remember that in this case all our applications are Node.js application, but it can be any kind of application. It can be a Java application, it can be a Rails application, Django, or PHP, or any other framework or language, HTTP, and it should go to 3001. And I'm gonna just close the location and close the server. So if I type kazan.travel, it should redirect me to the Codify app that is running on 3001 on my local machine. And I'm just gonna save WQ. And again, this to work, I have to change the etc host file. So if I type kazan.travel in my browser, it should resolve, that DNS should resolve on my local machine. Then only that nginx configuration will kick in. So let's configure that. Okay, insert mode. Okay, one second. Okay, I just gonna delete this, and I'm gonna just delete that also, and insert mode. Okay, sometimes this VI is hard to handle. Okay, just delete this line, and insert mode, I'm gonna just type net, and it will be kazan.travel, and just that. I think we don't need semicolon here. So I will just remove that semicolon, and I will also remove this, and I think we are good to go. I will just save it, and we will just reload our nginx configuration file to work. And now if I say kazan.travel, it should give me codify app. Yep, it works. So this is how we can configure multiple host names on our server using nginx. And just let's do one more, that will be the last. So etc host. Okay, let's first configure one more server using nginx. So okay, one second. I'm just gonna delete these lines, extra lines. Yeah, and escape, and exit mode. See, and I'm gonna say server, and then delete this line, and server. Okay, server. Okay, don't play too much. So, one second. Server. Oh gosh, come on. What's happening with this? So, insert mode R, and so our listen again will be 8080 listen on port 80, and our server name will be, say, daniel.io. That host name will be daniel.io, and again location will be proxy pass. Location will be root, and proxy pass will be, we will be redirecting it to our another Node.js application that is running on port 3002, 127.0.0.1 and 3002, and semicolon, and close the location tag, and close the server, and just clear that R, and I think we are good to go. So if I now just save this file. Now remember, we haven't changed our etc host file yet. So if I don't put that into etc hosts and I reload and I try to access now, it will go to the internet for that host name, because it's not there in our, so it's something sites that's about to come. So that's why we have to put that in our etc host, so that request come to our nginx, so that DNS resolves to our local machine. So that's why we have to change it into etc host. So let's put that, and Kazan travel, insert, and I'm gonna say daniel.io, and I'm gonna just delete this L extra, and now let's just save it. Let's reload our nginx, and if now you access it, it will go to your local machine and nginx will intercept this request, and we access linker app. So that's how you can configure your nginx as reverse proxy for different kind of applications by using the same port, or if you want different server configurations, you can do this using host names like we have done here. So I hope you find it helpful. Cheers and have a great day. That's it.